My business has finally launched, so please go shop. When you see this video, it will be Tuesday, and I'll be having a Labor Day sale whole week long. It started the 7th and it will be ending the 12th on my birthday, so that's a plus. I extended the Labor Day sale because it's my birthday week. Okay, so guys, please go shop and put some coins in my business, okay? Because black people support black people. What's poppin' 90s? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, if somebody sent you over here to come check out my video, pause, click that subscribe button and click that bell. Today, as you can tell by the title, I'm giving y'all my first story time because I've never done a story time on my channel. So I'll be doing my first story time plus makeup with me, do my eyebrows with me, something. I'm not the best with makeup or eyebrows or whatever, but instead of me sitting here and I'm boring, why not like stay entertained and watch me do something with my face, okay? Have you ever seen me in this shirt? I don't know, I don't care, but we gonna begin. I don't know if you guys have watched my previous travel vlog. I went to North Carolina like 3 weeks ago, but I went to North Carolina 3 weeks ago on our way back from North Carolina. So we went for the weekend. It was a Sunday. We had brunch and stuff. We were just messing around afterwards. Our flight was at 7 p.m. so we like everything was in perfect time frame, whatever. So after the brunch, lunch, whatever, dinner, we did some little messing around, and then we went to this smoothie yogurt place. Time was pushing it, but I wanted to go there because okay, we have ample amount of time to catch the flight. So we were there, and say we were like 15 minutes from the airport. So we were calculating like, oh, by the time we get to the airport and check in, it would be perfect and everything. Like we would be on the plane, boarding, Push come to shove, we got to the airport at 6:20. Remember the flight is at 7. So if it's a domestic flight, you could be there like an hour before the flight. If it's an international flight, you want to be there like 2 hours. Okay, no, Caribbean people, them just love go to the airport like 5 hours early. I don't know why. Like I forced my flight out or flight in, like I'm just not gonna do that. Anyways, it's a domestic flight, so you could get there like ample amount of time before you're flying. So we there, time is pushing. We're like, okay, since it's a domestic flight, we could get there at any time around 6:20, 6:30. I don't know what we was thinking, but like, yeah, we got there around 6:20, and then we were on our way there. Reminder, the airport is 15 minutes from where we were coming from the smoothie place. And then Ray was driving, and bro, when I say Ray drive like 38 miles per hour, that is not acceptable. Like, it is not acceptable. So we drove, and you know the airport has different sections, so we drove to like the back part. I think it's called sightseeing or whatever, where a lot of people like pull up to the parking lot and watch flights taking off. So we thought that was where we were supposed to be, but Ray drove right around there because that's where the GPS sent him, but apparently that's not where we were supposed to be. So we drove there, and we realized we were at the wrong spot, and instead of, we were trying to fix the GPS, and it's like, because it told us we're at the airport, it's like regardless of us typing in Charlotte, Douglas, whatever airport, it wouldn't let us go to like departure. So I was just like, so let's drive off. And I don't know what Ray was thinking or my boyfriend was thinking, but they're still trying to type it in. So I'm like, let's drive back to where we were coming from. When we started driving off, okay, we were heading towards the right part where it said departure. And then we're not used to this airport, so when we finally pull up, the place had like different entrances, because you know you have different terminals. So we don't know. Red never looked like him drive from airport before, and we're not from North Carolina, so we never know where to go. And I've been to North Carolina before because of the army, but I've never like, I have to go through them somebody, because the army, you go through private sections and private plane island some of there. So my boyfriend had to hop out of the car and go look at the entrance, the departure entrance, whatever. So it was the right one. we grabbed food because we had like 2 suitcases and we had a carry-on. So, and then he had a backpack, so we both had a carry-on the plane, and then we had a check-on. But with my military status, we get unlimited bags and carry-ons and all of them stuff there, so we weren't worrying about all that. So when we walk in like Spirit, what do I call the front desk, that part right there, so I'm gonna start with my eyebrow, that part right there, guys, when I say it was empty, like me in my mind, I wonder if the flight left us, bro. Like I was wondering if the flight left us be. And they're like, okay, yeah. We went up to the counter. The lady was like, how many carry-ons do I have? And you guys have to bring the carry-on on the plane, because if you guys don't bring it on the plane, it's a chance that you guys' bags might not make it. So I was just like, okay. And then, you know, blah, blah, blah. Quick buff boof. We got A29, that's our gate. And then we were like at B something, because that's close to where the Spirit check-on place was. So we were walking towards B, the B gate. And Mr. Lady at the gate. So she was like, oh, you guys have to enter through A. So when we go to A now, long 11 line, thank goodness again, the military status that I have, we got to TSA pre-check. Go up to TSA pre-check. There was a family of 5 in front of us, bro. What me say, the people them slow, like I don't know, it's just like when you're late, the atmosphere, the universe no see you late, so nobody would rushing, because it's gonna make you even later. Because we were there, the family of 5, just take them sweet little time. The lady at the TSA pre-check was like, take your belts off, take your shoes off, make sure you put all electronic devices in a bin by itself, blah 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 blah. And it's just like, I don't know if them not here or them just never comprehend, because I'm looking at them, and you know, so when I'm anxious, me start get ignorant, and me start get like speed it up. And then the picnic then gone through, it was like 3 teenagers and a mom, and then the picnic then gone through, and the mom in front of me just taking forever, because when I said that the lady still did not take her belt off. And remember, I don't know if I told you, but when we went to go check in and scan our boarding pass or whatever, the lady was like, you guys have 10 or 20 minutes to get down there. And I must say, the TSA pre-check and scanning taking forever, and then people in front of me took forever. And then I had a big black suitcase, because she said we had to bring it through here, we can't run it under through with him. And then me did it, and this man, I heard somebody yell out, if your luggage cannot fit, there's a chance that you guys have to bring it up. So in my mind, I'm like, babe, this better fit, because we are gonna miss the freaking flight if it don't fit. Anyways, me make sure me stuff it through, you know, like I'm trying to stuff it, make it look like it fit, but not to make it look like I'm trying to stuff it so it fit. So it went through and everything. So I had a brand new Bath and Body Works set that my boyfriend bought me, like, and he just bought a random gift for me. He bought me 2 perfumes, 2 lotion. I brought one of the perfume and one of the lotion, because that's a set, and I literally took like 2 or 3 sprays out of it, guys. And when I went through, apparently you can't bring more than 3 ounces on to the plane. So when I went through, and the guy was like, you're going to have to throw away this, that. I'm looking at him like, baby girl, do y'all really be throwing this stuff away? I wanna go bring it, go on a picnic. Anyways, them that show me something. Same thing with my boyfriend. He bought this brand new Bath and Body Works product something, and he had to throw it away. And it's like, it still had the wrapper and everything, because he did not get to use it, because we had body wash and shower gel and everything in the Airbnb that we went to. So I was the one that told him, don't open it, just bring it back home. Then they have a dash of that. I never said that shit, but then go give them picnic for give an ass at something. But yeah, guys, that happened. And then we're running. We are on, because we were supposed to be at B29, remember? And then now we're at A29. And then I asked one of the people, how far is the gate from where we're at, and he was like a good 15 minutes, and I was like, we said about 8 minutes up this a while ago, try scan through, and we have this amount of time to walk and run go down this way. Bro, when I said it was getting closer to the time, and me start get like I was getting anxiety, bro. Me start walk fast, I started running. I'm like, thank you Jesus for ROTC, because God know the flight would have missed me. Me start running a pool suitcase, and you know that thing that scan you, I was just running on that thing, boy. And then when we realized that it's the same place that we entered through when we were coming into the state through the airport to North Carolina, at the same place where I go back, me said, Jesus Christ, that's how far we have to walk go. I'm out of far run go out of breath in a jeans, bag, suitcase, pants. Remember, it's not just a check on this time, it's the carry on plus the check on. Anyways, as we got closer to the gate, they started calling our names. Like, they were like, oh, Francis. They were like, Shania, Bingham. They called 2 other people name, and brother, when I said that, I ran about half a mile. Literally, like, me start running in a jeans pants. Like, I not miss the flight because I not pay for another flight, and yeah, I don't want to get stuck over here. We got on a flight, and after me out of breath, then put on the stick up on the bag. My boyfriend was like, I'm in the behind me, because I was like, oh, he's coming, he's just taking his time, or he's running, but you know, like, I'm trying to not miss my flight. We got onto the flight. If you don't know Spirit, do not take Spirit, because Spirit is cheap and pop down, guys. We went on the flight, we get the best seats in Spirit. So if you don't know Spirit or flew with Spirit, when I know so them seats are like rock. Why is it not coming out? When I know it's a Spirit seat hard like rock. So it's just like, when you go on that flight, honey, you're gonna be sitting up straight like in a detention center with your butt hurting, your back hurting. You can't even lay down because I don't know, like, it's so uncomfortable. But with my ID, we got I think it was A4 or something like that, which is like the seats closer to the front, they're more comfortable, like the seats are padded and everything. So I got there right after me out of breath and everything. Me get there, as I am back, I had to go finish my eyebrows off camera and did not even go to all that. But let me slow down because I forgot I was doing a story time and I was so worried about the time. Story come to bomb. And that I'm on the plane. My ticket said 4A, 4 from like basically row 1 to row 4. If you have any privileges, you're disabled, you don't have to take enough Spirit if you're disabled. But you know, like military status, you get those privileges. My thing said 4A. I went on the plane was full, a few seats were empty. Me return my seat, and because I see people on my seat, me just they're confused. So I look at 4A and I saw a middle-aged lady and a middle-aged man sitting in my seat. So I look back on the boarding pass, and then I look back up at the thing, and it said 4A, 4B, which is the window and the middle seat. So I look on it, I dropped my bag because at this point I'm just like, why somebody would have sitting on my seat if that's not your designated seat? Me drop my bag, so the boarding pass, and I have the boarding pass in my hand. Me drop my bag, I have the boarding pass in my hand. I'm gonna go. So I nicely said it too. I was like, ma'am, sir, you're in my boyfriend and I seat. And they looked at me like they don't know what to tell me. So I looked at them continuously and I was like, sir, ma'am, you're in my seat. You're in my boyfriend and I seat. And yeah, but like I never know if I said to them. And then they were like, the second time they were like, oh, the flight attendants put us here, So me call over the flight attendant because whenever I really want to hear what nobody wants to say, me just do want to sit there and rest my leg and calm down my breathing. Me call the man, he just looked like one of them prissy, I'm not saying nobody's game and I call nobody out of their name, but he just looked like one of them Jamaican, I don't know if I explain it, he just looked like one of them fish there. But anyways, he was looking on his laptop, his tablet, whatever. Me, him I look on it and me I look on it too. He's scrolling, looking like he's doing something. They have a special condition, so we put them here. So in my mind, I'm like, what do you mean special condition? He's like, I cannot disclose that. I never tell her to disclose that. I say, what you mean special condition? As in, what does have to do with me? At that point, I was just getting ahead of myself. Like, I was being super ignorant for no reason. But I wasn't like causing a scene. I was just like, the way like looking back at my tone now, I was like being extremely like aggressive. And I was just like in my head, if you have a special condition, there's no way you should be on Spirit flight, because Spirit can accommodate people with special condition. Brother, the room space overall, you don't even walk. Like when your legs are moving, you can't even move your legs, bro. The seats are literally upright like this. So if you dip on a 3-hour Spirit flight, you're going to die, because the seat upright like this feel like a piece of board. Let me tell you, don't take Spirit, just not take Spirit. So it's just like, I was just upset because we had a long day, we didn't have to run, we out of breath, we just want a seat, the little piece of comfortable seat. So from row 1 to row 4 is probably the most comfortable because it had like a cushion in the seat. Anyways, he was like, oh yeah, the special condition, da 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 da. I was just like, I'm over it, babe. What do you want to do? Because if my boyfriend if he had ever said he did want that seat, who would I get up out of the seat? But I'm that type of girlfriend. Yes, me I go make sure it goes. But he said, babe, just let's find something else. I was like, yeah, just bring us to the other seats. And because I wanted that seat, I was just like over this, because whenever I want to sit down all the way back here, so because like the further back you go, the less room. He put us to be seated, and then they come back later and move us, put us at emergency exit. It's like in case of an emergency, da 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 da. Me can't swim, so I was just like, okay, I can't save myself. But unfortunately, if somebody a drowning person is gonna be so fearful for their life, you are gonna drown with them too, because them a wall and you for pull you down. So my man, okay, God forbid anything happens, just God forbid. Me sit down there, look a bit of leg room, I was just so mad. And then the sea was completely hard. So me was like to babe, why them seats are so hard? Because whenever I take Spirit, me never yet sit down in the hard seat them. And I completely forgot, like I'm not in row 4. No cushion, no nothing. My back was hurting, my leg was hurting. Like when we came back to Fort Lauderdale, bro, I just never want to come home. Like I just booking our hotel, and we just went to the hotel because I just never want to see nobody. I just wanted to chill that night, bro. On that, we went to go sit down. He was like, I could offer you guys anything on the menu. Me still tense and my head out. I was just like, whatever, bro. He come on the menu. I was like, what's on the menu? I should have expected this. This man gonna say some foreign plantain chips and something. I was just like, what is this? Like, what is this? Them they even have hot Cheetos. And I was just like, you know what? I'm over this Spirit flight. I'm just completely over it. And then the man beside us, he made the trip so much easier because he was talking to us about career, traveling, Jamaica, everything. That made us feel good. And then he asked the flight attendant for water. The flight attendant was like, you have to pay for the water. And me, I look like pay for water on flight. Stop the plane and make the man go drink some water, because I'm not pay for no bottle of water on no flight. So my boyfriend took out water for himself, and when them walk off, I took the water and give it to the man, because we're gonna hook him up. Like, we're not paying for no water on no cheap Spirit flights, but to see them can not even comfortable. Like, you're rude. That's what me didn't have to say about the Spirit flight. Like, I called it the Airporthorror because it was an Airporthorror. Like, we was just running through the airport. We just got the wrong section. Compound Spirit or BABS are going for Spirit. Is just like, don't take Spirit. If y'all go somewhere for like 2 hours or more, please spend a little money and take a JetBlue flight, because Spirit is not the place to be. And it's no place to be for somebody who's sick or have a special condition. Like, I'm not being rude or anything. Like, you can't come on Spirit flight with a special condition. And I just felt like those 2 passengers saw the seat empty and was like, requested to be bumped up. And which is fine, because I really do understand people are sick and da-da-da. But like, bro, me did just mad at the moment. Like, I was just completely mad at the moment. I never want to hear nothing. But overall, our trip to North Carolina, it was good. It was well needed. Like, we just didn't need to come out of the States overall. You ever just come off a flight, like you come from overseas and go Jamaica, when you come out of the airport, like the air is just fresh. You just hear the bird, the car, the everything. That's literally, literally how it felt when we went out of the airport at North Carolina. Like, it felt like a breath of fresh air. I cannot speak. Florida is overpopulated. Like, the factories, the smoke, everybody's moving here. This is a place for old, retired, rich people. Like, young people don't need to live here because the environment, the air is toxic. So I recommend you guys traveling. Like, if I could even go to town for a weekend, take a road trip, just leave the state, bro. Leave the county, bro. Leave the city, bro. Like, it's well needed. And I probably hear me say this several times, but go out there, meet new people, they introduce you to new opportunities. I'm not gonna stop stay because it is more than true. I book up in enough people. I'm never intent on booking up, and God, may I tell you, it's a blessing. Like, it's a blessing. But anyways, that's it for my airport horror story time. My first story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really tried doing my eyebrows on camera when I can't really see, but this look horrible. I'm not even come close to the screen because it look horrible, and my lashes them flying. But thank you guys for watching, and as I always say, peace, love, joy.